You are now entering the intergalactic realm.
Let's go.
Take a deep breath, love. Let it in. Take it out. Okay. All right, I'm going to start. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing good. This is Intergalactic Ramble, the best podcast ever to exist. I'm Lauren.
In all the galaxies, in all the existences of time and space.
Delectable. Yep, that's what you're tuning into. So we do have something planned today, but first we're going to do our weekly check-in, starting with Hugo. How have you been?
Yeah. Hello, audience. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I want to ask, is there anyone in the audience that is into astrology? Because I need answers. I need to understand why this week happened, because it was not a good week. And everyone I talk to, it's also not a good week for them. Everyone is kind of struggling and just not good things are happening.
What?
See?
He can't talk this week.
Nothing good is happening.
No, well, first of all, go on. Your shoulder dislocated, right? In your sleep.
Yeah.
In slumber, deep slumber.
No, because, as we know, I am an athlete. I do radical sports every
Hip-hop.
day by existing. But I do, hip-hop and all that. That's not how I hurt myself. I hurt myself severely sleeping. I slept like the corpse of someone that jumped from a cliff and stayed there for 20 days.
That's me every single night. And my daily nap.
And for 2 days, I couldn't move my arm. Then I broke my phone and it stopped working and it had to get repaired. And then my old phone, I thought it worked. It didn't. So I missed a bunch of appointments and important things that I had to attend.
Yeah, Hugo's been texting me off of his dad's old iPhone 4, I believe. iPhone 4. That might as well be
Vintage.
a flip phone. It might as well be a flip phone. He's texting me off of his
'cause
email,
I use the flip phone too.
epichugo1999 at gmail.com. At hotmail.com. That's what you're texting me off.
I'll get my flip phone.
You have a flip phone? Still?
Yes, for a day I used a flip phone too.
Wait, that's so vintage. Oh my
See?
god.
Look at this.
The Depop girlies are so jealous
Hello?
of you right now.
Yes, it's me. Cancel all the meetings. We bought the company.
We bought the company, baby. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. Mercury must be in retrograde. I'm not an astrologer.
Yeah.
But I do know.
On top of that, I just felt sick for like a whole week.
No, same. Because this week, last night, I was laying in bed and actually the past like 4 nights, and it could be the fucking daylight savings time, because nobody agrees on that. Nobody, no matter your political like stance, like everybody agrees that to do away with daylight savings, because who gives a shit about the 1 hour of daylight in the morning? Like, I don't care if you are somebody who gets up at 6 a.m. and wants that hour of daylight extra in the morning, because most of us are not.
Why would you get up at 6 a.m.?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's like you have to.
But like you could drive to work in the dark, because then you get to enjoy your time home later in the day.
Cars have lights.
Precisely.
Cars have lights.
And it's 4:45 p.m. and I swear to you, yesterday it was 4:45 and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll like get my pajamas on. But it was 4:45.
Yeah.
It was 4:45. I like had just eaten lunch. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's the duality of me too. I eat very late, and then
I eat at like
it's 4:30, and I'm like, okay, time to make a tea and go to bed because I'm 78.
For real, and I hate it. It just makes me feel tired, and I think like obviously I'm a product of seasonal depression. I don't know if that sentence just made sense, that I'm a product of seasonal depression, but I do have seasonal depression. And I was laying in bed.
I get it.
Yeah. Back to the Mercury retrograde thing. I was laying in bed and I was just like, I am so emotionless and sad and just, I feel so dull right now. And why? That was it's rude of the universe to do that to me.
I think it's because I didn't have a TikTok, so I couldn't send you my deranged TikToks
Actually,
every day.
you did, and they made me feel better. You sent me 37 37 TikToks.
Yeah, I tried to make up for it
You
today.
sending TikToks is like a full-time job for you. And it's like a full-time job for me
No,
watching them.
the fact is, it's not. That was like a good half an hour on my For You page. I can we talk about that actually? You know, like I've been hearing a lot of people say that like TikTok is terrible, and they're like maybe you'll have like a couple of good moments on it, but then you just feel terrible. I don't relate to
I
that
kind of
because
do.
my TikTok experience is
It's very catered to you.
it knows me better than anyone in
Yeah,
this
it
earth.
really does.
It's like everything that shows up on my For You page, like I combust. I combust a little bit
Dude,
inside. My heart busts a nut.
Your
I'm not
For
gonna
You
lie.
page is so deranged. Like some of the stuff that Hugo sends me, it's like I try to be nice about it and I'm like, LOL, but it's so out there. Like I can't even explain it. It's just like things of nightmares. Oh my god, I
It's
had the worst nightmare last night.
postmodern, humorous comedy. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's munch on that.
The way
for now.
that we have been on 18 topics already, and we are 7 minutes in. No, I have
Audience, catch up.
So
catch up.
I've been having, yeah, you got to stay with us, people. I had a dream that
Dream.
I was interested in this guy, and I've been having this recurring dream. The first time it was with Timothée Chalamet, and the second time it was with this random person last night. And every time, like,
You can say it was me. It's fine.
okay, it was Hugo. And every time, like, another girl steps in the way and like gets the guy, and I wake up extremely furious. But that wasn't even the icing on the cake last night. The icing on the cake last night was that after she took the guy, I was fed to a pack of cheetahs and eaten.
Wait, you were fed to?
Yeah, like there were cheetahs with their babies, and they threw me in like this and like this cage, not like a pit of them, but like just a spread out field of all of them, and they came and like devoured me, and that's when I woke up, and like it was kind of traumatizing. I think I woke up with tears in my eyes because it was really sad that I had to die, and I didn't get my lover, but he missed out.
Wait, did you actually die in your dream?
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Like,
Oh my God.
have you ever died in a dream?
I believe so. Every night.
Okay, died and then you kept dreaming, or did you wake up?
I wake up
Okay.
because my mind is like, whoa, that's enough for us tonight.
Yesterday, I dreamt that I was in a field, and I had a friend, and my friend was an animated donkey, and we sang songs.
So Shrek.
In a fireplace. No, no. Well, yeah. I was living my fantasy, I guess.
Yeah, that is your fantasy.
Yeah, Shrek.
Shrek is your fantasy.
Basically.
Um,
And he did give me very good life advice.
what advice did he give you? Do you remember, or you just remember that it was like?
No, I remember it was good, and the intention was good. He had pure intentions.
That's donkey.
And he was
Donkey.
like, I guess Mercury must be in retrograde. And it's going to be fine because you're going to be okay. And we're going to sing Un, dos, tres, la vida
Okay,
loca.
Latins.
Tres, cuatro, cinco, la vida loca. But just to tell you, just audience, getting real vulnerable and honest with you guys and
I don't know if
Lauren,
this is gonna be serious
you know
or
how
not.
bad this is. Like this past week has been so hard. I've only been shitting like twice a day.
You know what? We're
Which
done.
you know is like sickness
We're
mode.
done. We're done. Your privilege is shooting through the phone right now into my face because I've only shit twice this week.
But you're catching up. That's good.
That's actually
Twice a
good.
week.
That's good.
You're doing
That's
good.
for me.
You're doing good. You're doing good. And
I
I'm
ate
proud of you.
Actually, I'm not even gonna. It's irrelevant. I was gonna say I ate a blade of.
Now you had to take.
I was gonna say I ate a
Yeah, now you
blade
had
of
to say it.
grass that was covered in chemicals.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I think it
saw
might have
that.
like triggered something in me because I did shit like 3 times after that. And I think there's something mentally wrong with me that like sometimes I will like if this is going to sound extremely deranged and you guys are going to think I am mentally ill, which this is mentally ill, and I'll own up to it. But sometimes, like, if we have produce in our refrigerator, if we have like vegetables in the refrigerator, like lettuce, romaine lettuce,
Broccoli.
Well, yeah, like anything,
Eggplanta.
mushrooms. I will take the rotten when they are rotting. I will take them and I will put them in whatever dish that I'm cooking, and I will eat them in hopes that it triggers like a bacterial infection and makes me diarrhea because I don't shit. And that is
Okay. I see why you do that. I get it.
like it's the
sometimes
like you could have extreme over the counter big pharma medicine, or the natural way where you just eat a little rotten fruit, rotten mushrooms, and it gets the job done.
And also, when you eat something
there.
that's like not looking so good or past the date, you're like, I feel like I'm fighting capitalism because I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I will decide my destiny.
Exactly. Like, I'm not
And
going to
then
the store to buy new produce.
we don't waste in this house.
No. And exactly. I grew up like not wasting anything. Like, my mom would pack me. Nowadays, I love peanut butter and jelly. That is one of my favorite foods. But I hated it back in the day.
I thought you were gonna say nowadays I love wasting.
I love it. I just will buy stuff and then throw it out right when I get home. No, I used to hate peanut butter and jelly, and my mom would pack it for me like twice a week in my lunchbox, and I would sit there at the lunch table at school and down that bitch gagging because I couldn't stand wasting food. And to this day, I will get mad when I see someone like order something and then waste it. Like, why'd you order like a whole sandwich then? Order half a sandwich so you don't be wasting food. Because like 70% of the food in production is thrown in garbage, in the waste bins.
So true.
And like, I think I could solve world hunger if it was up to me. Put that on the record, please.
It is on the record now, and we all support you.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Cash Venmo is below. Donate, and I will put it towards world hunger, my World Hunger Fund, the Lauren World Hunger Fund.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
So what are we doing now?
I don't know. What are we doing now? We are okay. Do we want to do our burn after writing?
I think that's good. That's a good. Yes,
This is
that's a good thing to do now.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys know what it is. Burn After Writing is a book that it has like.
It's this book.
Hugo has
I'm showing it on the screen.
Basically, it's a book that it asks extremely deep and like ponderous questions, and some of them are a little controversial, and that's why you burn it after writing, because like you're the only one that could see it and answer it, and then you burn it so no one else could ever see it. And we have some of our favorite questions that we're going to go through. And
that is honestly, I didn't do the purpose of this book, which is to burn it. I wrote this when I wrote my answers when I was like 18, 19, and very angsty. Should I have burned this?
Family
yes, because
how would I know?
But you know, no.
Say that one.
Yes, there's one question that is like, to me, family is, and I wrote, how the fuck would I know?
That's like.
Listen.
That makes sense for you, though. It makes sense for everyone, I think. Okay, so I'm going to start out asking you a question, and then you will ask me a question. Ask me the same question. I'll answer. Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. 3 things that are on my nerves right now.
We are sharing this. Okay, yeah, we're sharing this document. I just realized that. Okay, perfect. Do you want to answer that, or do you want me to answer it?
You answer.
Okay, so winter. I hate winter. It's on my nerves. It's always on my nerves. Winter should only be like a 1-2 month thing, I believe, because it like for Christmas time it's nice, but then January, February, March, April, I don't need that negative weather in my life. That's my reason behind that.
True.
The second one, I came prepared with this one. Christian Girl Autumn. Today, do you know are you familiar with Christian Girl Autumn?
I do know, but I please travel with caution on this one.
Christian
They
girl-
are like a cultural institution.
They are. It's a whole cult right there, and it gets on my nerves because it just does. And I think it's just like a breed of women. They wear like their flannels, and they have their platinum blonde hair, and they call their husbands hubby, and then they move to Texas and have like 7 children by the age of 26. And to me, it's just, there's just something, and they claim to be Christian. What the hell are you talking to on your...
I was talking to my son.
Hugo, I'm a Christian girl autumnologist, and I'm trying to educate you, and you're not listening.
No, I am listening. I have 2 years. I'm so sorry. My son is in an accident.
Okay, and the last thing that's getting on my nerves right now is you interrupting me to talk to your imaginary son on your flip phone. That's what's getting on my nerves.
I have a son.
Okay, your turn. 3 things that gets on your nerves.
I have one.
Okay, 1 is good.
It's my shoulder.
She's out to get you. Yep.
She is out to get me. I think another thing that is getting on my nerves is just, I don't like transportation. I would like to be able to teleport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or walk. Walk or teleport.
I like teleport.
Walking if I'm in the mood, teleport. Because why do I have to drive 3 hours somewhere?
Like, how
why
are you
are
out
we
here?
on Mars, but I'm not teleporting, like, to go to my hip hop class, which is the only place I go now.
It's okay. The only place I go is the grocery store, and I make a day of it. It's so fucking fun. I love grocery shopping. I go through those aisles. It's
okay,
like,
grocery shopping is like the opposite of being on my nerves. I love it.
Yeah.
When it's empty.
Did I just accidentally moan at the grocery store? I said, Jesus Christ. No,
It's
because
catching up.
that's the mood always at the grocery store. I just like go through those aisles and I take everything in, and I'm like, ooh, let me try this and let me try this. And it's nice. It's a calming experience.
Yes. It is like, oh, look at these pumpkins. I've never seen anything like this before. This is going to be so good roasted or in a soup. I feel so adult. I feel so accomplished.
Delectable.
When I'm grocery shopping.
Delectable. Okay.
Or like roasted pumpkin gnocchi.
Gnocchi. I have never made... I mean, that's kind of the vibe when I like see people make gnocchi, honestly. It looks delectable. I've never made gnocchi. I've never had it, actually. We should make it in New York. I think we should.
We will.
Okay,
we will. It's mandatory.
Okay.
We will.
Next question. I don't know if this was like supposed to be... Okay, here's the question. Let me get on to that. The one relationship I would like to fix. And that's kind of deep. And I don't know if this was supposed to apply to my life or someone else's life. So I wrote Brad and Angelina because they had a chokehold on my childhood like no other. Like, I was obsessed with them. I was obsessed with their children. I just loved them so much. And the time and place, like, I remember exactly where I was when the news that Brangelina broke up. I was sitting, I had a stool pulled up to like the TV, and we had a little mini TV in my kitchen. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there eating goldfish, and my mom had Fox News on. Disgusting. But before, I was watching my cartoons, and Brangelina, the headline, that was breaking news, and I was devastated. And I was like, love ain't shit, the world ain't shit, nothing is
Nothing is real.
Nothing is real. Next, your turn.
Understandable. I would like to fix the relationship between the Pope and Michael Jackson. I hear they have beef.
Wait, is this real?
And I would like to...
No.
Yes.
Yeah?
It is real. Yeah, they
like
were
Pope?
like fighting.
The old Pope?
In a concert. No, this one. Before he was the Pope.
Before...
He was like Michael Jackson's assistant. He was like, no. And they had like beef. Like, yeah.
Whoa.
It was bad.
Okay, I'll say a prayer for them.
This is crazy.
Say a little prayer.
It's also
for
not true
you.
at all.
Okay. I thought
Forever.
Is that Cher?
Let's go. No, it's Aretha Franklin, baby girl.
That's embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Okay. If I could be a fly on the wall, ... My answer was Rihanna, because it's just anywhere that Rihanna is, if I could be a fly on the wall and hear her conversations with just like anybody, like I just feel like I'd be enlightened. So Rihanna or the US government, because I feel like I know I would hear shit that is so utterly bone chilling and disgusting and horrible that I would be shaken to the core. But I would love to like hear the shit that they talk about up there in the US government. Yeah. What
I interpreted this question a little bit differently. If I could be a fly on the wall, I just would fly. But
okay. Did you really interpret?
Elaborating, I think I would like not to be always repeating myself, but I don't know. I would like to know like more about Diana.
Okay, yep.
Wait, did you watch Spencer?
No, it's not out near me. It comes out Friday. I promise. Like I'm seeing it. Like I'm getting my tickets.
Okay.
I'm getting my tickets
Okay.
in advance.
Because I wanted to talk to you about it, and I was like,
keep it.
I can give spoilers.
This is a film podcast, actually. So next week we'll talk about that.
Right? Yeah.
So you sent me this one, and it was so sick and twisted that it made me almost cry and gave me chills. If I had to
Which one?
If I had to sacrifice one of my relatives to save the world, it would be. And you see,
No, because I know my answer.
I know
and
you would.
Honestly,
I know
this
you
is
would
one
know
of the
your
few
answer.
answers that didn't change.
Yeah, I know. You go first, then. I know you knew your answer.
Wait, what's the question?
If I could sacrifice
The one about which relatives I would sacrifice. I wrote literally any of them.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot what the objective is. I didn't say any of them except for my parents.
Okay.
My parents are like
You don't have siblings.
really the only
I get
family
it.
I have.
What about your grandma? I thought you liked her. She's old anyway, right? Might as well.
Yeah, there's some people that are not good.
Okay. Understandable. And you see, like, my family...
if sacrifices need to be made.
To save the world, to save 7 billion people. 7 billion people in the world trying to fit in. I'll be a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. We're good. Okay, and my answer to that, see, I couldn't choose anybody because I like to tell myself that I love all my relatives, and I think I do for the most part. But
I know who it is.
No, you don't, because I've never mentioned this being on the podcast. Notice I say being because it's not a person, and I was wondering if my dead hamster would be a valid answer to this, because like her body is dead. She's already dead, and like she was a part of my family. Like I looked to her.
She has already been sacrificed.
No, she wasn't though. Like I looked up to her like as a sister, and I would sacrifice her body because she's already dead to save the world. I would dig up her grave. Oh my God, Cutie Pie. I'm so sorry. That was her name, Cutie Pie. I would not. See, look, it's making me like emotional thinking about sacrificing her body, even though she's already dead. So
yeah,
that's
it's kind of sick of you to sacrifice an animal.
I know, like no, because when like an animal dies in a movie, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna like be thinking about this for the next 8 days. But when a human dies, I'm just like, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
Frankly. Yeah, unless it's like a mom or like a young child and their mom, and they're likable characters.
Yeah Sure. Okay, this one, the last time I felt happy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, are you asking me? Okay, I'll go. I would say when I was in France, and that was
no, because I was gonna say that too.
Really? Hugo?
Yeah.
No, because that was like the last time I was truly just like I was in like a dreamland. Like I was so happy. There was nothing that could have went wrong. That's why I need to go back very soon. And is that kind of depressing that was in July, August, September, October? That was about 4 months ago.
Don't say it. No.
That was the last time I was happy. No. And I think that's a sign that I need to go back very soon. But we'll be going to New York soon. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
That.
Wait, we'll be there in a month. Wait, in a month.
Oh my God,
Precisely
exactly a month. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Y'all
baby.
can. The podcasts are going to be out of this galaxy.
Oh, get it? Because
We're going to be in the same
Intergalactic?
place.
You know, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. We're going to be podcasting on Times Square, where we had our
Billboard.
Spotify
And they're actually
billboard,
gonna-
which, by the way, shout out to Spotify.
Thank you so much, Spotify.
Thank you guys for that.
Yeah. And Spotify, I got an email from their like head of media, and he asked if we would be willing, while we're in New York, to allow them to like use one of the Times Square billboards to live stream the podcast. So it might be live stream. I didn't tell you about it because
we'll talk about it.
Okay. Just get your thoughts later. The question is, my autobiography would be called, and this one I put in some thought to it, and my answer was The Memoir of a Dumb Bitch Who Got Rich, because she wasn't really dumb, but she was a bitch.
Good one.
So that's, thank you.
It's almost half a
Do
book.
you want an explanation? What? What'd you say?
It's almost half a
What'd you say?
book. That's a good title, though.
It's a thesis.
Mine would be.
In this essay, I will.
Mine would be. Well.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Short, straight to the point.
Thoughtful. Yeah.
And the point is vague.
And it represents you well.
Yes. Well, see?
Oh my God.
It is working already.
That is the universe. That's a sign from the universe. The first song that comes into my head right now is
Funky Town.
Ooh, okay.
That's always the song in my head. Always.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Unless I'm very
Not me.
depressed.
The song that's always in my head is I for some reason I don't remember the name of any song to ever exist. The first song that comes to my mind is and he's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia.
Live it on the midnight train.
Yeah. Oh my God, that song. Like, me and my sister belt that every time we were in the car together. It's just such a great song. Oh, okay. The full names of my children today, born or otherwise. So I'm assuming that would mean like if I had children. And this has been my goal. Not my goal.
To have
my
children.
dream. Absolutely not. But if I did have children, I always told myself I would name them all after household spices. So like in the spice cabinet. So I'd have ginger, I'd have salt, I'd have pepper, I'd have basil, I'd have oregano, weed.
Sweet and spicy sauce.
Paprika, barbecue sauce.
Curry. Curry is
Marinated
cute.
Rub. Curry is cute. Wait, that's like Steph Curry. Isn't that a sports guy? I don't like that. It reminds me of...
No, just the first name, Curry.
Curry is cute. I like paprika and pepper. Pepper reminds me of Iron Man's wife.
True.
Girlfriend. Gwyneth Paltrow. So what about you? What's your favorite website?
I don't know. Probably HBO Max.
Shut up. No, because like I don't use websites. That wasn't a burn after writing question. That was from.
That was a throwback from our first podcast.
Throwback.
I don't know.
TBH.
Should we talk about having kids? Because it's not something like I can't imagine a very long, happy, fulfilling life without children.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if I'm like 35, 40 and I don't have a kid,
Interesting.
I would be so happy about it. But I do have a son.
Oh, wait.
He's on the line.
Wait, Hugo.
Yes, son.
Wait.
Look, you cleaned up good, son. But other than
You don't even
that,
see him. How do you know he cleaned up good? You can't see him.
son, dad, telepathy.
Telepathy?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Never heard of anybody.
I call my son. That's
Wait,
his name.
Hugo, are you saying? Are you saying that by the age of 35, if you had a kid, you would feel fulfilled, or like you wouldn't be happy?
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I didn't have a kid by 35, I wouldn't feel, because society like pressures everyone to have kids, and that's how a lot of bad parents are.
So
started.
do you want a kid or do you not want a kid? I'm lost.
Okay, I'm on the fence because I would like to be a dad. I know I'd be good at it.
Okay.
I
Yeah, you would.
know I would.
For sure.
But Also, if that doesn't happen, I could live a great happy life too.
Exactly. And like you could have like a dog or a cat and live in your penthouse in New York City with a skyscraper view.
'Cause
And see, that's my
Do you
goal.
know how much a kid costs?
The cost of a penthouse in New York City by the time they're 18.
Yes, and on top of that, the time you lose, you don't
Jesus
sleep,
Christ, I know.
you don't rest.
It's like quite disgusting. That's why I would adopt probably, like maybe I would adopt like until they're a little older, like so I wouldn't have to deal with the newborn years.
And
But at the
as
same
a
time,
woman,
okay, wait.
You have to carry a person for 9 months.
Oh my God. Like I see a pregnant woman and I'm like,
No,
I could
those are
never
the soldiers of
imagine
ISIS, of our society.
that. Of ISIS.
Our society.
Okay. Yeah, no, like it scares me. The idea of like an alien pretty much like growing inside of you and then it comes out in such a painful, I can never imagine. No, the sound of a baby's cry triggers my fight or flight. Like I hate it. I hate
The sound of
it.
a baby and a child and everyone crying. Unless it's someone I really care for. But especially
okay,
children. Especially
No, like,
children.
yeah. Why are we so hateful? No, but wait, this is actually
it's not
this was-
hate. I was a child
not hate.
once. I survived a birth.
Exactly. This was a moment yesterday of non-hatefulness. I was sitting at the top of my
Interesting.
driveway and my neighbor who just had a baby like 5 months ago walked by with like her 5-month-old in the stroller and she was like singing it a lullaby and just walking by and I swear to God, for like the first time in my life, I was like, you know what? I kind of get the baby thing. Like it was really cute. And then she like
Yeah.
it was really adorable and my heart melted for a bit and I was like, that would kind of be a great perfect little life. But then at the same time I'm like, I got places to be. I got
See, you get it. That's it. Like babies, like when you see a child that is so
Yes.
cool and nice and you can tell they've been raised by people who really care about them and really giving them like strong values and giving them freedom to be themselves. That is so beautiful to see. Not all children are like that. Not all parents are like that. And
no, some children go through the terrible twos for like years and I would slap that bitch so hard. Physical punishment. Not off my list.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
was kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding. Well, see, I think if it were my own kid, I wouldn't do that. But if it were someone else's, I'd be like, bitch, get in line.
Run them over.
That's horrible.
But
That's horrible.
not
No,
your
I wouldn't
kids.
really hit a child.
Yeah, no.
Anyways.
We sure do like to talk a lot.
We do. We were just saying before this podcast that like if we can talk for like an hour on just the one stupidest topic.
Yeah, and
for,
we
like, an hour,
because
we
we
could
get
talk.
nervous before the podcast. We're both like, "Ooh, I be shaking." Not gonna lie, but
And then here we are.
This is generally how our conversations go.
Yeah, when we're on tangents and talking as if we're just not non-coherent, that's when you know we've loosened up and we're comfortable. So we are pretty comfortable right now, I'd say, because we are talking about absolute shit. Absolute shit, love.
Just shit.
Actually, yeah. Shit and shit, literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Okay. Lauren, to quote
Yes.
Katya, the drag queen, which everyone should know because truly one of the funniest people to walk this earth, I am asking you this question. Which kind of animal is licking you back to life?
Interesting. I would say, oh my God, a lioness. And I would absorb her lion genes and I would be like a lioness in woman form. That's like a goddess origin story. Like she was licked to life by the
That's
lion.
kind of like Spider-Man.
Basically, that spider.
Because you know that spider just went on his shoulder and was like, and he turned into Spider-Man.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What about you? What animal would lick you to life?
I think probably.
What are we talking about?
Probably an ant. Do ants have tongues?
Shut the fuck up.
Ants
That's not
are-
even an animal. That's an insect. Give me a break. Why
that
would
counts.
you want an ant to
That
lick
counts.
your life?
Because ants can carry like up to 100 times their weight. They're strong.
Okay, now you are correct. These are our
They're
superhero
strong. They're
origin stories.
feisty. Like
Kevin
a
Feige,
one of
Marvel,
those.
if you are watching. Lioness and Ant-Man. Wait, what the fuck?
No, I don't want to be Ant-Man. I just want to be licked back to life by an ant.
Weird kink, but okay. Okay.
Okay.
And with that, I think we went through most of the burn after writing questions.
Yeah.
What have we been talking about?
Yeah.
See, that's why it's called Ramble.
Yeah.
I really like the name of my autobiography, The Memoir of a Dumb Bitch Who Got Rich Because She Wasn't Really Dumb But Was a Bitch. That goes so hard. That's
Yeah,
like
it
that's
goes.
like a
and
that's
it's
like
something.
a rap
It rolls
line.
off the tongue.
If Nicki Minaj rapped my autobiography, The Memoir of a Dumb Bitch Who Got Rich Because She Wasn't Really Dumb But Was a Bitch. You know it's good.
Yeah.
You know it slaps. Okay, well I guess are you good? Want to go on to Media Recs? Perhaps?
I mean, sure.
So my Media Recs of the week are, I started this book. I forgot what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. It's basically like a breakdown of Taoism, the Chinese like
Really cool.
kind of religion, I guess. And it just goes on about how like your Tao influences your life and it guides you. And it's really kind of comforting. And I read it every morning with my cup of coffee. I read a few pages. And they're kind of just like, not mantras, but I don't know. It's good. I recommend it. And then my song recommendation, para la how you say week?
Para la semana. De la semana. That's
Semana. Oh, de la semana is the Rhapsody in Blue. It's a 16-minute composition, I think from like the 30s or 40s.
Okay.
It brings me back to my childhood because it was featured in Fantasia 2000, the Disney movie, and it is one of the best pieces of music ever composed, ever. It's so jazzy and like it takes you through a story through music, just music alone, and it's beautiful. Rhapsody in Blue, I recommend.
Really cool. Really cool.
Thanks. Thank you.
My recommendation for music is Smoking Out the Windows by Silk Sonic.
This bitch got me paying a rent.
Yeah.
That's exactly how Bruno Mars sounds.
So true. Yeah, they just don't miss. Not once.
They really
And-
don't. Like, I can't wait for their album.
Yeah.
Anderson.
I've been listening to that over and over again. And Daniel Caesar's album, Freudian, is that how you say it? I hope it is. But that album,
It is.
immaculate. It's so good. It is so
The way
good.
you look me right in my eyes when you moan. You look me right in my eyes and you say, I know you're going to hate this. You're going to despise this. But I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm reading a book called Processo de Humanização em Curso, which is in Portuguese.
Wait
And
a
it's
second.
by-
Do you speak Portuguese?
Oh, are we gonna start talking about that?
Are you from Portugal?
Yeah. I'm not gonna recommend this book because not everyone speaks Portuguese. But I will recommend with The Name of the Wind, which this is for all my nerds. This is like a fantasy book, and it's by Patrick Rothfuss.
Ooh.
The writing is like liquid gold poetry. It's the most beautiful writing I've ever read in a fantasy book, and it's a big chunky boy, but very much worth the read.
See, if a
Very,
book
very
is like
good.
over 350 pages to me, it kind of turns me off. I'm like, well,
I get
and that's
it.
when I dial. That's when I dial into Audible and I put it on like 2 times speed and I get through that baby in like 2 days.
See, you can do that too. It's a really good book. It's like one of those books that when you're reading, the writing
You
makes
feel
you
enriched.
makes your brain like. Those are my recommend. No, and Eternals
those
and
are-
Spencer. I watched both.
Eternals and Spencer. I watched Eternals too. It was good. It got a lot of 1 stars on my letterbox. Like everybody gave it a 1 star or a 2 star. And
Why?
I'm just like, Jesus. it wasn't
Racist. That is
bad.
racism. I liked it.
That is racist. Me
Although they're
too.
not
I
like
thought it
from
was-
Earth, so is it?
that's still a race.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
Stop talking.
no, what the critics are doing is racism. People hated Captain
It wasn't
Marvel
that
too
bad.
just because it was a woman in power.
True. That movie was good.
The movie is
Black Widow.
good. And Black Widow.
Let's save our Marvel discussion until December 17th, which is when Spider-Man comes out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is a wrap up. This was all over the place. We've talked the longest that we ever have on the podcast.
Oh, it's true.
Scary things of nightmares right there.
Yeah.
And it will be
Hello,
cutting
son.
down. Before you carry on with your conversation with your son, I'm
Wait,
gonna go
son.
ahead and close
Wait.
this out.
You cleaned up good.
Jesus.
Go.
Thank you everybody for listening to this week's 5th episode of Intergalactic Ramble, and we will see you and
Love
talk to
you.
you guys
Now
next week.
entering the intergalactic realm.
Bye, son.